leave. So I do think we'll eat tonight sometime. No, I'm kidding. Well, I want to thank Brian also for asking me to join the No New Tax Party and pursue that independent ballot line. And I'm looking forward to working with Jim too. So I think this is a great opportunity. Now, a little bit about myself. Since I'm a political unknown to a certain extent in Rotterdam and in Schenectady County, the first time I lived in the Capital District was in the early 90s when I attended RPI. And in 95 I graduated with my materials engineering degree and a commission in the Navy through their Navy ROTC program. Back in 2002 was the return to the Capital District. I took a job at Bechtel Plant Machinery in Schenectady, doing some logistics work for the Nuclear Navy. And that's what brought me back to Schenectady, and Schenectady County and Rotterdam in particular, and I've fallen in love with the area. Matter of fact, when that job was consolidated and they said your choice is either move to Pittsburgh or find another job, I said, well, I'm going to forego moving to Pittsburgh. Just can't see being a Steelers fan. So we're still out here. Yeah, that's a good thing. And my in-laws are doing their best to keep me as an honest Giants fan. So currently, I'm pursuing my graduate degree in communications at the College of St. Rose. So I know it sounds a little strange, an engineer who wants to communicate, but I'm told that it happens on occasion. But as far as politics goes, prior to 2009, my idea of being politically active was going to the ballot box well-informed. But then in early 2009, I found myself in the midst of the planning for the Albany Tax Day Tea Party. And I've got a number of folks here I know that helped plan out that event. Kevin Bean, sitting over at the table over there, he was kind of our finance guy for that event. There were about 20 or so of us that were planning that event, just ordinary people, average people. And I had the privilege of leading a fantastic group in this event. We were upset. We were disappointed with the state of government. We were tired of seeing ever-increasing taxes coupled with out-of-control government spending at all levels. We were fed up with the continuous cycle of political corruption that we see in government. And we were constantly annoyed with the intrusion of government into our personal lives. Trans fats, anyone? You know, just wait. Oreos are next. My wife told me just the other day that if Oreos are banned, she's going into the black market for Oreo cookies. All we wanted was an opportunity to vent our frustrations. So we threw a rally. And this was unusual. I mean, none of us had rally experience before. Most of us hadn't even attended a rally, a political rally. The night before, we thought 1,000 people might show up. We thought, all right, this is pretty good. We're doing well, you know, 500,000 people. We're going to have a big rally. An hour before the event, there were 1,000 people already in attendance. The estimates range from 3,000 to 5,000 people attended that rally 2 years ago. And it was humbling, a bit overwhelming, and very exciting. And that was my introduction into politics. From there, I learned that it's important to get involved with campaigns. So I went door to door. My first opportunity was going door to door with Brad and Brian. And I think on one of those occasions, I watched Brian even get attacked by a very friendly dog.
Drew blood.
It drew blood, yeah. I mean, and he still went on and collected signatures. So he's definitely in this to win. But I realized that that's what we have to do. We have to get involved. And it's most important, I think, on the local level. Literally, that's where the rubber meets the road. That's where the roads are plowed. I'm very appreciative of that, by the way. especially this winter. That's where our property taxes get argued over. And if you're like me, a fiscal conservative, I'm sure you're tired of seeing your property taxes continually rise. In the 8 years that we've been here, our property taxes have nearly doubled. That's just not acceptable in my book. So today I'm taking the next step in this political journey. It's not been an easy decision. It's one that I've talked over with my family and friends at length. And ultimately, it was a decision that my wife and I took together. And I want to take this opportunity to thank my wife and my family. My wife's over there, actually, her twin sister and her husband are also here. They came all the way out from St. Johnsville, so they may have the award for longest trip for the fundraiser. So. I also have a 2-year-old and a 5-year-old. Hey, Tim, you want to come up here for a minute? Do you remember what we said that you're supposed to tell everybody?
It was for my dad.
People are already telling us private, so I don't know how much of the 3-year-old vote I can legitimately get, but it's I'm looking forward to it. My wife said to me, she said, "Wade, I want you to help make a difference in our community and help make this a better place for our kids to grow up." So that's why I am formally taking tonight as the opportunity to announce my candidacy for Schenectady County Legislature, District 4, representing Rotterdam, Waynesburg, and Princetown. I also want to echo a point that Brian made at his campaign announcement that I think is very important. We've seen the ugliness of politics, and I don't want it to be ugly. I want this to be a clean campaign. So I pledge to you that while I will disagree with my opponents and their policies and their voting records, I will do so in a respectful manner. It'd be nice if I could get that in return. I'm not going to, take any bets on that. But I do intend to do this without stooping to the ugly political tactics that we too often see. And I'm humbled and I'm very grateful for the support of everybody who's come out tonight. And I thank you all for coming, and I'm sure you are tired of hearing from me right now. So with that, I'm confident that we're going to have 3 winners up here in November, and thank you for your support.